Good evening, everyone. This is Kharma. Welcome to Black Sun Tarot. Welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for the week of 7/17 through 7/24. So we bless up and we give thanks for all clear messages coming for the Divine Masculine for the highest good of the Divine Masculine. Clear messages. We give thanks, bless up, bless up, bless up, give thanks, give thanks. So, thank you guys for coming to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Move this over here. The way. So I'm going to start off the reading with a Mayan daykeeper, which is a rune from the Mayan tradition. And I will read from the book on this. Oh, that just kind of fell out. This is the same rune we had last time. Just based on that, I'm going to reshuffle here. If it comes out again, then it's meant to be. But I was trying to say that while I was shaking the bag, that I read this meaning from the book because it's a lot of meaning to remember. So I appreciate your patience while I read this rune to you guys for the week of July 17th to the 24th. The 17th is supposed to be some type of portal tonight, guys. So we'll see what opens up. Chik-chan. Simple natural instinct. The traditional symbol for this is the serpent. Okay. The grid near the top represents the deep inner back area of the brain that is highly intuitive. The dots coming out of this represent the fragmenting of the intuitive nature. The nose and the mouth represent the deeper, instinctual, and often more reliable senses of smell and taste. I believe that's the nose and mouth there. Okay. Chik-chan is the natural flow. It is the simplicity of the primal nature within everything. It is instinctual and intuitive knowing, unchanged by human reasoning. The symbol is a snake, which represents and carries a primal, instinctual recognition and understanding. This awareness is filtered through human consciousness. This filtering fragments the primal knowledge. Chik-chan's presence may be experienced as a sensitivity to nature in its simplicity. With this comes an ability to correct what has been altered from its natural state. This is done to return to a more relaxed state of being. Once conscious awareness is then clear and uncomplicated. Chik-chan days are good for accessing the deeper instincts of human nature. Try doing something with your eyes closed or in the dark. Distinguish between the fears which genuinely warn you of danger and those which complicate your life and keep you from trusting your true desires. Okay, so when trusted and developed, this ability leads to a possibility of being a healer. Ooh. This is about aligning with your natural flow. Instinct, intuition. It's all in that brain. Then it gets fragmented by reality. Interesting rune. So, that's the Divine Masculine for the week of July 17th through the 24th. So So we'll start off the reading with this deck here. All decks have been pre-shuffled, of course, but we'll do it once on camera. So the energy, I swear, every time I sit down and do a reading, I have a hard time remembering what the last one was. Recently. It hasn't always been like that, but recently. But I just feel like the spiritual evolution is the general trend that it's been on. 5 of Coins. Regret. Okay, loss. So that's a general tone for the reading also. So the first card we have is the heart of the matter for the week. And the first card comes up is the 2 of Swords in reverse, which means, you know, this indecision, this feeling stuck business, this energy of conflict over, you know, what to do next is resolving itself. It's in reverse, so it's resolving itself to be a compromise or something to move on, you know, something to move forward, a decision. Usually some type of compromise, figuring out that there is a way out of it. Okay, and then the next slot is what's working against him, or his challenge energy, I would say, is the Magician. And, you know, I feel like this could be a challenge in the sense that if you're not conscious of what you're manifesting, you know, this is a very powerful card. So being conscious in this energy is key. Because if you're a manifester and you're not really, and you're just kind of unconsciously going through it, you know, you might unconsciously manifest yourself into something you don't really want. You know, especially with that sword there in the background. So I feel like that's what could be a challenge for him, you know, and even if you look at the card, it seems like his eyes aren't even really open, you know. So it's like you got to open your eyes and look at what you're trying to manifest. Make sure you're aware that when you make these decisions, or when with this decision you've made, that you walk forward with eyes open, with a conscious spirit of your manifesting power. Being conscious within the spirit of manifesting. Okay? And then your ally energy is the Star. Of course. Your intuition, your instinct, just like that Chik-Chan rune we pulled. Okay? Being able to balance your emotions with your spirit and your body and your mind. Like, that's all of that. Sorry, it's just dropping stuff. But yeah, that's all of that, you know? And that's your ally. And, hope, you know? Hope is also your ally here. Clarity. Okay, balance, even. On the Star card in many decks, there's 2 cups, you know. So and it's a she. So she's like balancing the 2 cups even there. And with him, it's a him, but he's still representing balance as well. Okay, so that's your ally energy. And then we're moving on to the effect it's having upon him and a potential outcome. So I think it's definitely a situation where he's moving forward. He's moving out of a stuck energy, and attempting to move, I don't know, using it to come out, is attempting to move forward, with this decision that he's coming to. In a very deep spiritual growth here, very deep spiritual evolution occurring for some of these divine masculines. And like I said, this is not going to resonate with every single person, every single story, but for some people it does. And so for those, the outcome it's having on him is the Eight of Staffs. So he's kind of been having to be slowed down. This energy of Eight of Wands in reverse, or Eight of Staffs in reverse. So a slowing down of the energy. Maybe some travel issues. Delayed, not being able to necessarily make the moves he wants to make, in the time he wants to make them. So that's kind of where he's at. The effect all of this is having on him, He's feeling frustrated a bit, too, by that. Not being able to actually make the move in the direction. So he's definitely chosen a direction. Okay, and a possible outcome card. We get the Four of Cups. So whatever compromise this is that he's coming out of, and trying to manifest some vision here. Queen of Swords. Definitely needing to be aware of the vision that he is manifesting. And then moving forward with spirit and intuition and instinct when you're making decisions. But definitely feeling delayed and frustrated in the sense of not being able to take action on some of these thoughts. These mental decisions and these visions, goals, planning, and spiritual things. Not being able to take the action yet that he wants. And then possible outcome cards, we have the Four of Cups and the Queen of Swords. And I feel like that is the Four of Cups being him feeling like he's not going to take anything for granted. Like he's moving out of this. I don't know why this man in the back is like catching my eye. I never noticed this guy on the camel way in the back walking to the pyramids. I never noticed that before on this card. So I don't know, this feeling I'm having is just that the perspective has changed. Instead of feeling like, oh, was taken for granted, he's starting to understand how he has taken for granted, and also how he, in present state, is not wanting to take for granted anything. So I feel like his focus has shifted, because my focus shifted to this perspective, and I'm usually reading it in a different way, but I feel like his focus now is more so on what is in his hand, and accepting this as it is, and just trying to leave space for that, but still recognizing that this is what he has now. Okay, so not taking things for granted, moving through that or moving out of that. And the Queen of Swords, this could be, a person, obviously an air sign, or it could be the spirit of discernment when moving forward, as he's moving forward, spirit of discernment and really not seeing through the bullshit in people and really just, you know, being logical and balanced in thought and words. Okay. And honest. So I'm going to get some clarifiers out of this Smith-Waite deck. I don't know what's going on with me. They say it's a portal going on. I don't know too much about it. I just know portals open gateways, you know, for a period of time. And things come through in both directions, you know. So we'll see, guys. We shall see what the portal brings. All right. I'm going to cut this deck. I hope you guys can hear me because it's kind of late. I'm a wee bit tired. Okay. Ten of Swords. So somebody's still feeling defeated. Okay, let's see. Any clarifiers for the Divine Masculine? Boy, just clarifiers for the Divine Masculine. The Hermit. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual journey for him. Like I said, spiritual evolution is it's like spiritual boot camp, for no joke. Because you got the Hermit, the Star, the Magician. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Again, a sense of being stalled. You know, like wanting to carry forward some favor or action or message even. You know, but not being able to do it. Feeling stalled, and I don't know what that's about. I mean, King of Wands. Okay, so there's this energy as well. This could be a person, a fire sign, but this could be him. This energy of being driven, being passionate, you know, being well-liked, respected, you know, solid foundation, a manifester, you know, like a boss, you know, basically. So somebody is really feeling empowered in this with this energy. But this is definitely still a very much an internal journey for him. Any other clarifiers for the Divine Masculine? There's a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this direction he's going in is leading him to a solid foundation, you know, a legacy. The things that were important to him to start with. A couple readings ago, he was here with this and losing all this. And now he's seeing this come back. Or he's at least seeing it in his vision. Okay? How did these cards get over here? Oh my goodness. You know, I just lost track of that moment. Okay, let's keep it moving, guys. I'm sorry, I'm kind of slow today. This is kind of slow. It's one of those days when I'm slow. Yeah, forgive me. I appreciate y'all's patience tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. See, again with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Did we not? We saw this. We saw the 5 of Pentacles, no? Yeah, at the bottom of the deck. Five of Cups in reverse. So similar, but coming out of that energy, you know, so coming out of sort of moving on, recovery. So this is a healing, very much a healing card in the reverse. So again, like I said, a very internal type of journey for him. He's got healing, he's got the Hermit, very spiritual, esoteric type of work being done here. The Star card with, you know, that whole on another level with that as well. Or even physical healing, I'm hearing, you know? So some of them are dealing with stuff like that. I can't. Okay. And coming out of the, coming out of the energy as well of feeling insecure. You know, this is in reverse. So he's starting to feel a little more secure in moving forward. You know, he's finally feeling like this is somewhere possible, some way, but I don't know. Very far down the line. But in the vision. It's starting to be back in the vision. You know, just in a new form, you know, like, you know, for himself, not dependent on other people necessarily being, you know, making that legacy, that 10 of Pentacles happen. I see one Queen in here, you know, and that could be his energy, that could actually be a person. Okay, look at that, Queen of Swords came back. She said, I am a person, baby. I am a person. I'm in here. I am in here, sweetie. Okay, so the Queen of Swords, this is definitely a part of the decision, I feel like, with the swords. Okay? So, she's in here. And she's got his attention, for sure. Magician comes back, too, you know. So, he's definitely in this manifesting energy. And he's trying to manifest something with this Queen of Swords, who is very wise, you know, and is communicating with him. There's a communication going on that he's comfortable with, whether it's telepathically, you know, which it could be, but I think it's, for some of y'all, it's actual communication. And then, of course, yeah, that's there is some communication. And there could be some quick action, too, coming up with the Eight of Wands. So we have the Eight of Wands on both sides here, reversed and in its upright form, which is basically telling me that, you know, there's a desire to make quick moves and the frustration that quick moves cannot be made at the very same time. But as soon as that changes, as soon as whatever is blocking the quick moves from changing, whether it be money or whatever, you know, time, whatever the variable is, when it changes, you can expect somebody coming in, or you're going to them, or something's going to happen, because it's going to flip. That's a trip. That is a trip. And no, I wasn't trying to rhyme. I was not. Okay, so we have the Justice card in reverse. So the main thing is to remain balanced. This is key here when dealing with, like, making decisions, trying to find compromise. We want to look out for an imbalance. Okay, this could also be a legal issue for some people, you know, and for people who are going through divorce and things like that, you know, then that's definitely could be a legal issue. You see what I'm saying? So that's something to look out for. Or it could just be the sense of a reminder from Spirit that, you know, you need to stay balanced. You know, because something may be off balance here. Okay. This could also be like a Libra sign. And then we have the Twin Flame card, did come. So you guys are definitely coming closer to union or separation. Because you just don't know with the twin flame. I'm sorry, guys. It's just how it is. Can't call it. Can't always call it. But you guys are definitely circling, you know? You know how circling the prey? You know? All these cards. Yeah, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, again, it's turning, you know? So fate is making a lot of this stuff happen for you guys. You're not even really having a whole lot of, things are just coming from all types of directions, especially for Divine Masculine right now. It's like not even, anything he can predict on a day-to-day basis, like much less month-to-month on the matter stuff coming. Because the Wheel of Fortune was in reverse. So it's just like random, like random, just appearing misfortunes. I do air quotes. You can't see, but, so quote unquote misfortunes, and, so yeah, he's dealing with that. Then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So feeling that he wants to return somewhere, somewhere where he's feeling for emotional support. Okay, emotional support. He's looking to return for emotional support. He's seeking that. Okay, because he's left one situation that didn't serve him, and now he's trying to figure out, is there a place for me? Then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse came out. Or I'm sorry, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So, there could be some situations with him getting his material stuff together, like his home, his job, his money, his time, like all that tangible stuff could be a struggle for him right now. It's a transition period I'm picking up for many of them. So, and that could be part of the issue when I said the variables with the Eight of Wands, like what's stopping the travel or the quick action that is desired. It could be, this situation with the coin. It's just not in its best. There's some issues there, needing to be balanced out. And that could be a part of the imbalance as well. It could be with the money situation, contracts, things like that, which all can affect money. We have the King of Cups. So I feel like emotionally he's getting to a place where he is feeling a little more safe, but still guarded emotionally, because this dude's not relaxed, but still a little more full, like he's getting more in touch with his own emotional, not that he wasn't before, but in the sense of connecting it with some of these other parts of him, the spiritual parts, the actions parts, the emotions parts, the communication parts, so all that, finding it within himself, without being contingent on someone else, without a codependent partner is what I'm saying, which is what I think a lot of them might have had in their karmic situations. Any more messages, clarifiers? Ay. Okay, Three of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is more like delays and challenges. Okay, setbacks. Could even be a lack of foresight, which could have to do with that Magician being in the challenge section. Just the spirit of not necessarily looking ahead, or looking ahead but still looking back. It's like looking ahead but I'm still looking back, like, and part of it may be because he has to, because he's still trying to work out separating and starting over, but some of it is just from habit, or getting caught up in that back energy. So actually I'm going to move on because I just looked at the time, and I'm going to pull the angel cards for the Divine Masculine, and then we'll see what he has romantically going on. Yeah, so it's toning down. I think a lot of the drama is not as high as it was with the tower moments that we were having for a period of time. So, it's going to be interesting to see moving forward. I'm not getting because I feel like with the twin flame card coming out and this manifesting energy, that he knows what he wants, and I think he's moving towards the love that he wants. You have 8 of Staffs here twice, and that's sometimes referred to as the darts of love, or the arrows of love, or something like that. Arrows of Cupid, but basically that's that passion that can be that, for someone. So he's definitely mission-minded by this, in this Queen of Swords, whoever he's communicating with, and it's good communication and a good exchange of thoughts, and just good exchange of thoughts, and very honest type of free, comfortable communication is pulling him. I mean, that is definitely in his energy, and it's affecting him. He's being pulled. And if that's you, Divine Feminine, if you're cross-watching and you're having good communication with him, you're pulling him in. Okay, if you're not in communication now, he is still very much on this star. He's developing these telepathic and 5D qualities, but he's still may not be at the level where he can identify what they are. Again, with the Chik Chan, the intuitive, instinctual, that side of him is being awakened right now. So 5D communication is my point. It's quite possible. And likely, probably, if you're separated, if you're in separation. So the first card is Omega, victory, your desires coming to fruition, keep up the good work. Okay, and this is, I think he had this at the last time, Divine Masculine, you're on this journey, you're on the right journey. This is where you're going, okay? You will have victory. You will feel victorious. All of this hurt and all of this loss that you have felt, you have gone through, is going to be turned into your dreams come true. My bad. So apparently I had the phone plugged in to the extension cord, but the extension cord had a short in it, so I wasn't really paying attention. It was in everything, and then everything shut down. So I had to go find a backup cord and come back to it. And then I got a snack, so I was like, Spirit just wanted me to go get something to eat because my stomach was growling. So anyway, where we left off was, I believe, victory. So keep moving forward. And I went ahead and pulled the rest of the angel cards for the Divine Masculine. Something else that was coming to me about the Queen of Swords was, for some of y'all, Divine Masculine, you may not have got to this point of being in communication with someone yet like that if you're still in this hermit stage. So it would come after this. But once he comes out of this, then there's going to be someone, okay? Or he's going to have a strong spirit of discernment against everyone. Or this could actually be a person who he's allowing to communicate with him. Okay, so it depends on the scenario. It could go either way. Xana, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Okay, so just chill out, relax. I mean, you can't just chill out. You got a lot going on. But, know that you're being protected. You're safe. Okay? And it's all for good. It's all for good reason. Or it's all for your highest good, I should say. And then we have Mystique, who says, keep charging ahead. What'd you say? And don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So, where there's a will, there's a way. Divine Masculine, you done been through a lot. But you done been through tough stuff before. So don't feel like you're not going to rise above this with a miracle. Because you will. And victory. Look at that. 2 unicorns. That's some mighty powerful energy there. And rare. Okay? And you're protected. So let's see real quick what's going on as far as romantic feelings for Divine Masculine. So, looking into his heart space, we'll check out these romance oracle cards. Not a very good shuffle, guys. Let me try again. Okay, we give thanks for all these messages, and we'll take a couple more. What is in the heart space for the Divine Masculine? What is in his heart space? Meaning romance. What is in the heart space? It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So he's starting to open up. His energy is shifting from that very chaotic tower breakdown to a sense of healing and recovery. And being able to open his heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so this couple here, trusting, very trusting and intuitively acknowledging each other. And there's angels hanging all on them. Both of them. Okay, so it's definitely a divine. He's starting to feel like he knows that it's safe. With that twin flame card, he might be having contact with you. If you're in the twin flame range and you are having this communication, I feel like he is letting his guard down a little bit. Or his vision is starting to become clear. Again, with that chit-chat. Chit-chan. I might not be saying it right anymore. Forgive me for not saying it right. But the mental clarity was one of the key words there too. Clarity. Seeing things for what they are. Calling your soulmates. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. This is what I'm feeling here. If you believe it, it will come, that type of thing. And also this is saying, yeah, it's in the vicinity too. This is how I feel. Especially with that twin flame card coming out. It's like, yeah, it's in the vicinity, my friends. Once he stops, being in conflict and giving into this conflict, that split myself up for someone else's energy. Or for, and the dog is looking at you like, what you doing, bro? What you doing? What are you doing with those swords? Okay, and then another romance card is flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, so don't be a drag. Lively up yourself. Don't be no drag. Don't be a drag, divine masculine. I know you're going through a lot, but it's okay to have fun. Be playful. Okay? You manifest the energy you put out. Attraction. That's just what I just said. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So loving yourself is attracting someone to love you. Flirting, enjoying life. I don't mean just flirting, trying to get in people's pants, but like just, being lighthearted, playful, and just enjoying life, having fun. Not being so heavy. Not being so heavy, baby. You can't be so heavy. It's time to lighten it up. It's time to go with the light, walk with the light. Come out of the hermit energy. Come out of that dark. Follow the light. That's what the hermit's doing. He's in a very dark, dark place, and he's using his lantern to light his path, to find his way through that dark place, which is where we find a lot of the divine masculine. Look at Mystique here. She's coming out of the dark. Okay? To have a miracle, she has to come out of the dark. Forgiving and learning. Okay, forgiving yourself from past relationship mistakes. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay? For both parts. For whoever you felt wronged you and whoever you feel you wronged. Because it ain't going to be just one way or the other. You have to learn from what you've done. Not carry it forward into the future, and forgive. Forgiveness is key. Because if you don't forgive, then you carry that energy forward, and it's toxic to you more than anything, but then also to everyone around you, which includes whatever relationships you are in. And engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Between this card and these two magician cards and this twin flame card and these two 8 of staff cards, I just feel like some of y'all's is coming into union pretty quickly. I do feel this way. And like I said, the 8 of staff cards, I don't know. I don't want to dig for them. But there's 2 of them, So there's some forces here that are really pulling, trying to ascend this relationship. Ascend the level of commitment in this relationship. Ascend. I do not know why I'm doing this. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. All right. So that is the reading for the week of the 24th. It looks really good. Very healing, very encouraging. I would just say, divine masculine, just use your intuition and your instinct. Be mindful of going backward into these lower energies of conflict. Stay out of that. But as long as you move forward, it looks like all your forward motion is all very healing and letting go of things. Okay? And moving forward. Yeah, but you got to stop looking back at that past. I see you still doing that. And like I said, some of y'all are in a position where y'all have kids, and things like that, where there's logistical things. And even with this Queen of Swords twice, that represents logistical thinking and planning too. There's some of that going on where you have to deal with parties from your past, which brings up emotions from the past and some of the old thoughts from the past, old conflict and memories. So that's natural, but you gotta keep pushing to move forward. Keep pushing to move forward. And don't take these misfortunes you feel like you're having, which you're having. You're certainly having, to heart, because the wheel keeps turning. The wheel keeps turning. And at the end, you're still going to come back with what you felt like you lost. Okay, that's what they're telling you. So I hope this reading resonates for you guys. I'm sorry it's so long. Sorry it's going to be sort of cut in the middle. I'm going to have to edit it. I'm sorry about that for myself. But at any rate, I hope to get it up between today and tomorrow. And I love you guys. Take care. Peace out. And peace, love, and soul. Just kidding. But no, for real, y'all. Love and light. Bye.